We're going to talk about nudity equals sex equals sin. That's what a lot of people think, right?
Okay.
All right. So why do people act like getting naked means you're about to summon Satan with your body?
My belief would be that most people think in that thought process just because for them being naked is vulnerable. And being naked means opening yourself up to everyone. You have nothing to hide behind. You don't have clothes to hide behind. You don't have a persona or anything like that to hide behind. So I think that people mainly mistake or equate sin with nudity because of that fear factor of being vulnerable, being open. Naked doesn't have to mean sex. You can be naked without sex being a part of it. You can just enjoy not wearing clothes and being your most true and authentic self without it having to have sex into it. It's kind of like one of the consent things that just because I'm naked doesn't mean I'm consenting to sex. So I think for me, it's that part of it, but I do think that there is a biblical aspect of it from Adam and Eve that when they bit the apple, all of a sudden they threw clothes on because being naked was sinful.
Yeah.
And they weren't allowed to be naked in the garden anymore. Now they're in the real world and they have to have clothes and hide themselves and cover themselves up. So I think that there's definitely kind of multifaceted aspects to that question.
Hell yeah, I love that. That's amazing, and it's interesting because I don't think a lot of people realize that, or would like to remember that Adam and Eve started that way,
Right.
and that's the natural being of where we're at and
Right.
what is natural for us. So, can you be naked and not horny, can you be naked and not horny, or is that too advanced for society to handle?
I think it depends on who you are because you can be clothed and horny all the time. Like, to be fair and honest,
Okay.
you could see, a beautiful girl fully clothed, from turtleneck down to like jeans and fur boots and still be horny as crap, right? So I don't think being naked really has to do with that. I think that you can be naked and be okay and comfortable in who you are and what you're doing without it having to equate to lustfulness or sex all the time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times that gets misconstrued and people just assume that that's the case.
Right.
And it's not. But when did a body stop being beautiful and start being a moral crisis?
Oh, that's a good question. Historically, it would probably go back to the start of Christianity starting to do its influence over everyone else. Because if you think back in paganism days, like nudity it wasn't a big deal. Naked was just a state of being, like your body was just your body. You had autonomy over it. And then the Christian religion came in and decided to start teaching that naked is evil and sinful, or women are lustful creatures and only about sex, and that men are only after women for sex. And they started teaching that part of their religion as a fear-mongering type thing so that they could get people to come over to their side. And I definitely believe that at that point, that's when our bodies stop being just a human body that everyone has into this sexful, sinful, it's against religion, it's against God. If you wear the wrong clothes and you're not honoring your mother or your father, you're, causing your neighbor to covet you, all of these things. And I think that for me, that's what I believe is that when Christianity became the mass religion, then we stopped just being our normal, natural, naked selves.
Yeah. And do you think that's why a lot of people have gone the spiritual route rather than the religious route when it comes to just not being able to embrace their sexuality? Is that a big part, I think?
I think that's definitely a big part of it. I think that religion, like I'm definitely spiritual. I definitely believe that there's something higher than us, bigger than us, greater than us. But I also think that we're all human. And so we should love each other. And it doesn't matter if you love her, them, they, him, like none of that should ever matter. It should just be about the soul and two souls connecting, because souls don't have genders.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be the conforming thing. And you should just be able to love who you want or play with whoever you want or do whatever you want with your own body and not feel like you're pressured to fit these social conformity type issues.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, as you were saying, I think a lot of times people think that love is limited.
Right.
When it can be limitless, and they think that it's only based off of you being with one person.
Right.
When you can make it not only quality based, but also quantity based, if you have a certain level of boundaries and understanding of self-love,
right,
and self-respect and your own direction, that's really important. I think a lot of people lose that.
I definitely agree with that a lot. And I think that I do think that monogamy is relatively new.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's why society has such a problem with it, why there's so much adultery or cheating that happens or people getting hurt, because we're not meant to be monogamous. We're meant to just love who we love and have our souls connect, and they can connect with more than one person at one time.
100%.
Or you could connect with just one person and that's okay. But at least having the freedom to listen to yourself and how you feel about it, and being able to do that without feeling like everyone around you is forcing you into this box. And maybe I'm a triangle and not a box.
Ooh, yes. We don't see, that's the thing. People live in boxes, to drive home in boxes, to drive their car in boxes, to drive to work in boxes, and then live their whole existence in boxes. So they become a fucking box.
Yes.
But we triangles out here.
Right.
We're triangles. Yeah, we're triangles out here.
Triangles, yes.
And to add on to what you had to say, I think this is the whole point of the Mass. Mm-hmm. And I say it's to hold the truth for ransom. And I say, you're like, what do you mean hold the truth for ransom? Well, for me, it's to show the people in the zoo that they're wearing invisible masks and we choose to wear physical ones, not out of fear, not out of fear of hiding ourselves, but to switch the narrative to something of power, and to force a conversation. And not only force a conversation, but make people uncomfortable,
right,
because of, and make them question why they judge.
Right.
And show them that we can love whoever, whenever, and we can fuck them all.
That's true. Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
Yes. Okay, we'll do another one. That's fucking, that felt good. That felt good, girl. That was good. That was good, right? That was, I got chills. I got chills. That's wild. Dude, that's so cool. I love this shit. I fucking love this shit. Oh, wow. It's good. I need to take a moment.
Good.
Woo, that's good. I'm doing the right thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, you're amazing. We love you. We love you. All right. Is your body a temple, or are temples just afraid of bodies?
I think temples are afraid of bodies.
Ooh, why is that?
Because bodies they don't conform. I can do whatever I want with mine, but I shouldn't be able to tell you what you should do with yours. I think that my body is for me and not for religion to tell me what I can and can't do. It's not for my partner to tell me what I can and can't do. It's not for, someone I'm playing with to tell me what I can and can't do. Not my parents, not my kids, not anyone. It's for me. I get to decide what I want to do and what I can and can't do. If I treated my body like it was a temple and it was a sacred space, then I would miss out on doing things that don't conform to sacred spaces.
Oh.
It's like people that are not saying anything bad about anybody else's preferences, but for me, as a carnivore, and knowing plenty of vegetarians in my life, it would be like someone choosing, my body's my temple, I'm only vegetarian, I'm only vegan, only good, healthy things go in my body. But you just missed out on that amazing, medium rare, juicy ribeye steak that has been cooked to perfection, all because your body is a temple. Not because you believe in, like, animals shouldn't be harmed, part of it, but just because it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
But if we only did healthy things, where's the fun? Who's having fun with that?
Yeah.
And we have one life to live. Why would you spend your entire lifetime being boring?
Yeah. And the things, and to cap that is like, the things that are going on are as healthy as possible when you can be in full expression and present as possible within what's right for you, whether it be you live in your life 80-20 or like 80%, you do what you're supposed to do, the 20% is whatever shit that you eat or shenanigans you get in. I think it's important to understand you must do what's right for you to create this whole environment of love that you can reciprocate to other people.
Agreed.
And that is so important. And so you have to live your life accordingly and based off that.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing.
Okay.
With this whole Fight the Stigma tour, I would like to just ask you if you had any last words of like how you feel about, whether it be nudity or non-monogamy or STDs, genital herpes, any of this. If you had any final words to what you would want to say to other people. Yes. If you had any final words to what you wanted to say to actually create a change that make a difference in this space. And you're amazing already with things you said. So yeah, I just want to see if you had any last words.
I think my last words would be just information is key. Information communication is key. Stay informed. Make sure that you're checking on a regular basis. When it comes to STIs, make sure that you're informing your partners what you have or don't have. Make sure that you're ingesting all of the information around you. I feel like that's the most important part because you miss things like, I think for me, it's the information key because even if it's not your cup of tea, if non-monogamy is not for you, but if you're informed about it, then there's not so much hate. There's not so much judgment. Like, you should use your intellectual aspects of you as a person to find out and learn about everything that's around you, whether it fits in with your lifestyle or doesn't. Because I feel like the more that we know, the less judgmental you'll be, because you could have someone say, oh, well, the lifestyle is cheating. It's not monogamous. Like, you're really just giving your partner full carte blanche to have an affair. But if you came and you learned and you realize that there's discussion, there's talk, there's consent.
Sooner swing events.
And there's events where you don't have to have sex. You don't have to do anything. You can just be a part of it. It's fucking amazing. And if we don't learn from each other, if we don't ask the hard questions, if we don't answer truthfully and vulnerably, we'll never learn.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for this. You're great. And I guess, yeah, really cap it off, a quote. Just one quote to how you feel about all this. One quote.
Go fucking have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Much love. Keep spreading. Remember, love is the answer no matter the question. We're changing the world one person at a time. Goddamn. Jaye. Goddamn. We're fighting the stigma, baby. Let's go.